How did Lego manage an incredible comeback? Think back to those childhood afternoons spent on the floor, building entire worlds from colourful Lego bricks, tiny houses, towering castles, and vehicles that somehow always rolled across the room. For many of us, that was the magic of the 1990s. Lego's simple yet versatile design, combined with its focus on creativity and quality, made it a global favourite among kids and adults alike.
Legos.
Ultimate fans of Lego.
They have the best licenses.
Lego's new Star Wars Starship kit. You could step on a nail and it's less painful than stepping on a Lego.
But by the early 2000s, Lego hit a shocking turning point. A company that once seemed unstoppable suddenly found itself teetering on the edge of collapse. Yet instead of fading away, Lego pulled off one of the greatest turnarounds in business history, coming back stronger than ever. So, how did they do it? Stay with us as we dive into Lego's wild journey, from dominating the toy industry to almost losing it all and rising again like never before. The start of Lego. The story of Lego starts in 1932 in Denmark, when Ole Kirk Christiansen, a carpenter, began making wooden toys that could bring joy to children while also supporting his loved ones. His dedication to high-quality craftsmanship was evident in every toy he made, and by 1934 he had named his company Lego, from the Danish words leg godt, meaning play well. In the 1940s, plastic became more mainstream. At the time, most toy makers were still working with wood. However, Ole saw the potential in plastic. He believed that it could help him create colourful and consistent toys that would stand out in the market. And he was right. So just a few years later, in 1958, Lego launched their first interlocking plastic bricks. These fit together perfectly and could be taken apart just as easily. In the 1960s, Lego became a worldwide sensation. Lego's motto was, "Only the best is good enough." They focused on quality and it paid off. Sets became more detailed. Castles, cars, rockets, the possibilities were endless. By the 1970s, Lego introduced sets that let kids build entire cities, starting Lego Town, which later became Lego City. This gave children the ability to build streets, houses, and vehicles, putting them in control of their own miniature worlds. By the 1980s, Lego had also introduced Lego Technic, with advanced parts like gears and axles, which provided older kids with new, exciting challenges. What went wrong? Clothes, video games, themed sets, anything with the Lego logo seemed like fair game. However, by the late 1990s, the magic began to fade. Lego was spreading itself too thin, trying to launch too many products at once. This led to confusion not only among consumers, but also within the company itself. High production costs were also eating into profits. You see, instead of inspiring creativity, their products had become overly complicated, focusing on rigid step-by-step instructions. The use of too many unique pieces made production more expensive. Adding fuel to the fire was the competition in the toy industry, which only grew fiercer with time. The Chinese companies were flooding the market with cheaper alternatives, and if even that wasn't enough, Lego also launched several ambitious projects that ultimately failed. For example, they released a series of video games intended to attract young gamers, but these games lacked the engaging gameplay and polish needed to compete with other popular titles of the time. They also invested in Legoland theme parks around the world, which required substantial resources. And while they were meant to be an extension of the Lego experience, the high operational costs and underwhelming visitor numbers made them a financial drain. It became increasingly clear that Lego was spreading itself too thin, trying to be everything to everyone and losing focus on what had made it successful in the first place, allowing kids to explore, imagine, and create with simple bricks. In the early 2000s, Lego was in trouble. Big trouble. The company was bleeding money, losing over $300 million by 2003. At the same time, video games were already really popular, and Lego suddenly wasn't just as appealing. The company had lost almost everything it had built over decades. Or did it really? The comeback. In 2004, LEGO found a new leader, Jørgen Vig Knudstorp. He had a simple mission: save LEGO by going back to basics. Knudstorp realized LEGO needed to focus on creativity, simplicity, and the joy of building once again. So he scaled back production, simplified their products, and focused on making fewer, better sets that encouraged creativity. LEGO also launched LEGO Ideas, a platform where fans could submit their designs for potential sets. This reconnected LEGO with its loyal fans, giving them a voice and a sense of ownership in the brand. Then Knudstorp made the tough decision to eliminate all divisions that weren't essential to LEGO's core mission. This meant shutting down the theme parks and discontinuing the video games division. Another big part of LEGO's comeback was partnerships. The partnership with Star Wars was a game changer, combining beloved characters with LEGO's classic building blocks. LEGO began working with other franchises like Harry Potter and Marvel, choosing partnerships that fit well with LEGO's values. In 2014, the LEGO Movie was released, celebrating LEGO's creativity and fun. It was a huge hit and helped bring LEGO back into the spotlight. The present. Today, LEGO is far from bankruptcy. They are profitable, beloved, and constantly innovating. LEGO has embraced technology, including augmented reality and STEM education, with sets like LEGO Mindstorms and LEGO Boost. These sets teach coding and robotics, bringing learning into play. LEGO has also tapped into the adult market with advanced sets like the Architecture series and models of famous landmarks. LEGO is now a hobby for all ages, offering relaxation and creativity. And before we wrap up, here's a fun fact. The rarest LEGO color is chrome black. It was only used in a few limited sets, making it a collector's dream. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss more amazing stories like this.